Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Reader video blog. I'm Airy Sky, also known as Fleet Admiral Krabby McCoffee. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up button. If you're a comer backer, welcome. If you want to donate to my channel, I take Amazon, eBay, or Walmart gift cards. You can email it at sanjuanislandprepper@yahoo.com or sanjuanislandprepper@aol.com. So let's get into this week's discussion. Let me set up my computer here because I like my computer to, I can see, quote, unquote, the comments better this way. So I want to talk to you all about yesterday's opinion. All right, remember I was hungry. I didn't get to eat. First, we're going to get that weekly thing out of the way. My neighbor came, talked to me about some crap, and then more crap, and then more crap, and then finally I got game time in, wanted to eat. Looked at the time, it was 1 in the morning. I was like, yeah, so today I'm going to get this video done, and then I'm going to be eating my food. Yeah, so think about that, my friends. So, for some of you watching today, we're going to be talking about the political assassination. We're going to be talking about, let's see, I told my cousin, Core Bob and Dinker, to join me if they wish. They're so sad about this. Okay, now I want to say first of all, my cousin turned around and was talking about Dinker, was talking about, like that nickname, Dinker, talking about Charlie Kirk and Bibles. I don't know if that's the person she was talking about, but I didn't find anything about Bibles. And my cousin Dinky always basically put their hand up and said back 5-6 years ago, don't preach to me and don't preach to the hand. Jokingly, of course, because, you know, she's not apparently religious. But we're not here to talk about what people are religion, what isn't. I have stacks and stacks of Bibles up here, and I have more and more things. But my point is excuse me, I don't know who you are and I don't know what you're doing. So we were going to... there we go. So whatever it is. So basically today we're going to be talking about, like I said, I'm Fleet Admiral Krabby McCoffee. Got my coffee there. And so as the moderator, we don't need any negativity. So there we go. So today we're going to be talking about what my family has said. And that is a lot. Now, I'm neutral. I don't support people politically assassinating others, and I don't support people, and I don't support other issues. Yeah, so anyways, so basically today we're going to be talking about prepping in the end, what we can do. There's a lot of people out there talking about nuclear war, civil war possibly happening, and so forth. Now, there's a lot of other people coming down the pipe. Now, let me just tell you, the reason I decided to do this video for family members was we have some problems, and I want to tell you what is going on in the world. Right, so, as we know, there's a lot coming out of the left and the right. All right, now I'm not going to analyze everything because it is not my job to analyze everything. My opinions don't matter to most of you people anyways. So, now for that person that was, you guys want to know, they came in to troll, so I took care of it myself. So let's continue because I have to eat. And so here's the problem we have, okay? We have a few problems. One is... the guy shouldn't have been assassinated. You basically poked a bear. I'm a polar bear, so you poked the bear. Okay, that is one thing that you have. So apparently you are a got some problems. These trolls are coming in here now. They have nothing better to do. I'll just keep blocking and banning them. So, the bottom line is we have some problems. Don't worry about that. They've been, that I can actually block them on the channel if I have to. Because, frankly, this is, yes. And I will block them completely because of what's going on. So, anyways. And I also am going to check on when these accounts are started. Now, basically, he wasn't supposed to be, or shouldn't have been assassinated. Okay, that's the first thing. Now, one of the things I want to talk about today that really irritates the crap out of me is, so it was September a year ago. All right, well, then we will go over here and we will, yeah. Alright, fine. So, basically they've been blocked pretty much. So, these people, they just turn around and they, this one was started today. So, people have nothing but anything to do. So, they have nothing but, time on their hands. So, we'll just keep blocking them if we have to. So, anyways. The bottom line is, he shouldn't have been assassinated. Hey, Mop, how you doing? Come here. Want to say hi to the people? Look at this beautiful dog. Don't you just love dogs? So, anyways, how you doing, bud? Yeah, we'll get some food in us soon. So, anyways, the bottom line is, first of all, I want to tell you that there's a lot of media people out there with clickbait. That's something that me and my father-in-law talked about a lot of. But the point is, we can't have a lot of clickbait, and there's a lot out there. You got the left wing, the right wing, the media. They're basically the right saying, the left is wrong, the left saying the right's wrong. I only watch about 90 minutes a day when I'm on my treadmill. Otherwise, I stay away from the crap on YouTube. And this is why I don't watch my YouTube channel or make many videos, because, well, there's not much to talk about, you see. So, the next thing we have to talk about is very important to me, okay? And this is why I'm here to tell you. I am, again, last night's video, a registered Republican, okay? Now, I'm very pissed off what's going on in the country. I really am. You got people claiming, you got high food pricing. I order ramen. I bring in my meats through different channels. But I don't talk about how much my groceries are because, well, it's none of anyone's business. But it's getting expensive. But you don't see me going and saying, I always tell you guys you need to prep for higher groceries. Now, another thing I want to talk about today is, that's right, why I am pissed off. And no, it's not the trolls in my channel. I got the ban stick today. I can just ban them all. Doesn't matter. But the point is I love all you people, including the trolls here. You're making me laugh today, so keep it up. I could keep banning you. It'd be funny as heck to have an entire ban list. My ban list is probably 6 or 7 miles long already. Anyways, the bottom line is I'm tired of seeing these left-wingists talking about different crap. They don't live what I see every day. And that is something that I want to talk about. The truth is in the pudding, and yet no one wants to listen. Okay. Now, remember the joke I said earlier? My cousin was talking about, Dinker was talking about a guy being assassinated because of the Bible. Well, guess what? You shouldn't be assassinating people because of Bible beliefs. You don't see me picking up a rifle and doing anything. No. I've basically been praying constantly. My father-in-law said every month gets us closer to the next presidential election. Yeah, as long as he's around, we got a problem. And we're not talking about our commander-in-chief. We're talking about my father-in-law, who just... my father-in-law thinks that people are spewing hate. Yeah, he didn't realize my husband's a Republican, or was before he died. But that's beside the point, okay? So, point we're here to talk about is... so I turned off my notifications for email, so I won't hear it. So, but anyways, I want to talk to you guys about what's going on in the world, okay? So basically it goes like this. So, a couple things that is irritating me to no end, okay? And that is that there's a lot, and I want to talk about this from my own point of view, is as a person, who sees a lot of fraud, waste, and abuse. I want to tell you a couple stories. My husband and I had to wait in the welfare office many times in Moses Lake when we lived there in eastern Washington. The Hispanics driving Cadillacs and Corvettes, collecting big checks, gold chains and leather. And my husband's going, those are the people that need to be, quote unquote, in his opinion, deported. They shouldn't be draining our tax funding. And I agreed completely and thoroughly. But the point is most people sit there and think, well, I'm for Hispanics. I'm for African Americans. I'm for we're all equal as in people, but not equal in other issues. So when someone turns around and says fraud, waste, and abuse, it starts to boil. And let me tell you why I'm here today, okay? Now, a lot of you guys don't understand what's going on in the world, okay? And I do. I see it every damn day. And before you say, oh, well, you don't know anything, I do. You see, there's too much fraud, waste, and abuse. Now, I hear someone was asking me the other day, I think it was last night, what my video meant when it came to MAGA and not liking things. Well, here's the problem with Republicans in general, okay? They don't want to pay for handouts. So, they don't want Social Security, apparently, but it's there. They don't want the government phone. Well, you can always dissociate and get rid of the phone. Just pass a bill and get rid of the government phone. People can pay for the government phones on themselves, right? Then you have the other crap going on in the world, by the way, and that is, the problems is you have other things going on in the world, okay? Now, the problem is the American people are tired of it. I'm tired of it too. You see, people sit there and say, oh, you got an intersex woman posting content. It's crap. Maybe, but my opinions matter just like yours. And I'm always open-minded. So the guy upstairs, he dog sits and he leaves, and then the dog yaps. I mean, literally, he doesn't even have paid the dog deposit, and he's always dog sitting. He says that's his way of getting a pet without having a pet. You see, and this is a Democrat, by the way. So let me tell you, this is what's boiling me over right now. Yeah. So let me grab my coffee. I want to tell you about the story about what's going on in the world with why I am completely and thoroughly upset. You see, this morning I got up, I was looking up some information, and I found some information on the person who, committed the assassination. I don't support violence. I don't think we should be taking up arms. I think we need to turn the temperature down. So basically, anyways, you got all these liberals talking about different things currently, and it's making me sick. I mean, it's literally making me sick to the point of, you see people talking about civil war. Now, we don't need a civil war. What we need currently is not a civil war. But there's too many bungholes out there, and I'm saying bungholes in general, who literally basically turns around and basically are committing fraud, waste, and abuse. Now, this is what I want to talk about, why people sit there and say, well, you must be a Democrat and you support the left. I don't support the left, okay? Let me tell you what I support. I'm a Republican, okay? I don't talk about my political affiliation because I don't want to be targeted, okay? I carry a Bible in my pocket everywhere I go. The Jehovah's Witness Bible, which is a pretty interesting read, to say the least. People say, oh, why is that? Well, because. Now, I want to tell you a story about what's going on here, okay? This is my job, all right? Because a lot of people sit there and they're pissed. They're like, we need civil war. We need a world war. We need to clean out the Latinos and the Hispanics and the Asians and whatever not. That's your business. That's fine. If you want to do it, more power to you. But here's my opinion. Now, I want to talk about something that means a lot to me, okay? And that's fraud, waste, and abuse, not on a state level, but also a federal level. And before you sit there and say, well, what does that mean? It means it goes like this, okay? I have severe health issues, right? And it's getting worse. I'm getting semi-paralytic every day. Literally, like, semi-paralytic every day. And the bottom line is some of the people out there is talking about different issues. One is that we see things differently. Now, I keep my life private, for the most part. I only share what bothers me. Now, today, there's a lot bothering me. Give me 1 second. Gotta grab some ibuprofen. And then we're going to continue with the discussion that I want to talk about, fraud, waste, and abuse. So I've been hearing a lot of fraud, waste, and abuse stuff lately in 2 sectors. Housing and disability claims. You see? So, it goes like this, okay? Hey, you want a gravy bone? I'll get you a gravy bone later. Love this dog with all my heart, people. So, basically it goes like this. So, it goes like this. There's a lot of things going on in my apartment complex, and I don't like it, okay? Now, I'm going to break it down for you from what I've been hearing going down the pipe, okay? Kona coffee. Really good this morning. Really smooth. My adopted brother asked me what makes coffee smooth. Coffee with very little acidity. Yeah. So it goes like this. There's a lot of people out there these days. Like, there's tenants right now, apparently, that want to troll the manager. We got Tainted Love. Hello. Well, hello. Welcome, Tainted Love, to my channel. We got, for example, fraud, waste, and abuse. Now, a lot of people say to me, well, aren't you supporting the Democrats? No. The fraud, waste, and abuse is getting so high in the House and Senate and in everywhere you go that you got 2 sides of things. You got one side wanting handouts. You got the other side saying cut it, make requirements. The requirements are fine, but here's the problem I have. Okay, there's 2 things I'm going to be breaking down. 2 sections of fraud, waste, and abuse. Subsidized housing, number 1. Where I live, okay, there's been a lot of problems the last, say, since the creation of this building I'm sitting in, 1999. What is going on? Well, slowly the building is failing. You got clogged drains. You got sewage backing up. You got sewer flies, apparently. I hear it all. And one day the neighbor came to me and asked me for a report on where to go for the city. Now, we got a fence outside that's broken, right? It's leaning, right? Instead of paying for a new fence, they claim we have to have 3 bids. Manager calls up the quoters and says, I need 3 bids. Fortunately, guess what happens? They want lowball bids. Yeah, manager lowballs it. Well, we want to pay this much money. And guess what happens? Fraud, waste, and abuse. So now we have the manager's parents who retired recently after 15 years being repair people here. Just retired up and retired because, well, they want their Social Security check and they have health issues. Bless their heart, right? They hire a guy who's taking over for the repair guy, right? And from July 11th to, let's see, today's the 14th, right? Sunday. 13th, 12th, 11th, like the 9th, right? So maybe 6 weeks of work. 6 weeks of work for the new guy. Magically, he gets canned. Literally. So one of my neighbors writes me in an email, great lady, saying that she's 100% right that they canned him because he had to go and deal with the owner's representative, who the owner's representative of this building has Canadian license plates. Yeah, Canadian license plates. So, not only do they have Canadian license plates, but he's our owner's representative. Now, you guys could sit there and say, oh, that's not cool. Oh, no, it isn't. You see, the owner representative is, so the owner's representative comes. Manager's not there. Manager dumps it on the new repair guy and leaves. Well, recently we get a notice. There is no repair people for the building. She's got to go and put an ad in the paper. Put an ad in every newspaper in the county and every newspaper in the state trying to get someone to work on this building. Because apparently they cannot keep any workers. So what happens? Well, you got sewage backed up in one unit. Raw sewage, urine, fecal matter, blood, vomit, all over this place. Apparently, the neighbors in building 1, not this building, it's building 2, literally is dying over there with breathing this toxic crap. Rumor has it that the manager moved a big box, one of those jumbo boxes. I mean, one of those you can put a human in it, just stand the human up, and they can just sit there, You remember those old boxes. Maggots came out. So, not only that, you got an infestation problem. Yet, manager was starting to clean it, and then all of a sudden, magically, it stops. And yet, meanwhile, I'm hearing from other people complaining. Gee, that dog's loud. Meanwhile, I'm hearing other people complaining that there's more to the fraud, waste, and abuse. And one, and I'm going to break it down for you. I'm not going to give names or unit numbers, but one, there's an alcoholic. By the way, someone in my channel accused me of being a boozer. Sorry. I had two seltzers last night. That doesn't make me an alcoholic person. Just doesn't. I'm out of bourbon, which is fine by me. Now, this could be a troll like my adopted brother who's pissed, or it could be just someone else who's trolling. But anyways, let's get back to the point. Alcoholic. Does crack, coke, meth, and pot. Has firearms. Makes threats against people. Manager looks the other way for everything. By the way, one person in a 3-bedroom. Think about that. That's underpopulation for federal government control. Plus the fact that manager's trying to save our homes, but doesn't tell us how. Meanwhile, she's trying to keep a pothead in here, which apparently people are submitting this to the right people, apparently, and the government's getting pissed. And I'm like, rightfully so. Am I happy that I may lose my home? No. Am I happy that they're getting rid of fraud, waste, and abuse? Maybe. But the point is cool. Alright, cool. So, my adopted sister messaged me. She's cool. Anyways, back to the story, people. So, one guy, he can bring down the entire house cards. I live in subsidy. Do you think I'm happy? No. People sit there and say, oh, well, this is one reason why I've always been Republican. You can't give treatment to a guy who makes threats against city officials, state officials, federal officials, and they look the other way because, well, he's an alcoholic, drug addict. But they could kick him off his Social Security. They could get rid of his housing. But no, we all got to suffer, you see. And this is why I don't go to the left. Next, the guy downstairs. He may or may not be here illegally. No one knows. But he is Latino. Speaks more Spanish than anything, so you get the idea. The state of Washington looks the other way. Protection laws. All right, cool. Right? I'm not complaining. Next guy, he literally turns around and he's violating the underpopulation clause because he's only one person in a 2-bedroom. He doesn't have medical exemption status like I do. I had to jump through all these hoops. They managed his grandfather. They're investigating the manager for the grandfather clause, which doesn't exist. So you, the taxpayers, are paying for one guy with a 3-bedroom so far, one guy with a 2-bedroom, and the guy with 2-bedroom, his daughter's on the lease. But his daughter doesn't live here. No one knows where she is. Do you think that's fraud, waste, and abuse, people? Click below in the comments while we talk. Next one, the old biddy called APS, drove out the neighbor next door to me. Gone. Empty unit, 1-bedroom. Next, she calls APS on me. Chloe's doing this. Chloe's doing that. Chloe's a terrorist. Chloe's this. Government's basically asking, is Chloe a terrorist? No. Chloe, why is Chloe a terrorist, you ask her? Chloe a terrorist by the old lady? The Quran. Chloe's Islam now. You think I want someone to basically turn around and quote Chloe as a terrorist? Negative. Oh, that's why my chair's not working. My chair's not working because my pants were in the way. So, this lady here makes threats, violates everyone's rights, complains, files grievances. Oh, I got black mold in my windows. I'm complaining to the city. Manager gets the report. Who to blame? Next one, the obese woman. I can't say fat because, well, it's considered a hate crime to talk about overweight people. But this overweight person gets a free car every 2 years from the lovely Kingdom Hall, free of charge. New minivan every 2 years. Brand new. And yet, violates the IRS and the housing code for one person. Doesn't say it's a gift. Just doesn't just, yeah. Is that fraud, waste, and abuse? Tell me. Then you have the other neighbor, hermit like me. Doesn't come out. Got the next one, a hoarder. Oh, did I mention the alcoholic, drug addict, pothead, crack coke, meth person leaves his entire house. Everything's pushed against the heater and fire hazard. Yeah, fire hazard. And yet I had to move everything away from my heaters because the manager threatened me. Yeah, wow, interesting. Playing favorites now. Hoarder with fire hazards. Elderly woman, 2-bedroom, ground floor. What's that you say? Underpopulation? Bravo, yeah. And again, fraud, waste, and abuse. Then you got the next person on the list. Hispanic woman who just moves in her fiance boyfriend who was repairing his car every day. And he's the definition of probably a fraudster because, well, I'm not saying he's not here legally, but he's driving a caddy and he's fixing things. And the manager doesn't want broken down cars, fixing cars, lease violations. Every tenant pretty much is causing lease violations. But her hands are tied. She can't do anything. But she tells one neighbor, I'm trying to save your guys' housing. Really? That's funny. Because I'm trying to do the same to my own point by making a couple calls here and there and inquiring how we can do it. And they're saying it ain't going to be easy because the manager and the owner and the management company don't want to play the real game of. They want to basically say, well, we're democratic. We have to follow the democratic values. What democratic values? Allowing fraud, waste, and abuse of one guy in a 3-bedroom? Fraud, waste, and abuse with everyone else in 2-bedroom? By the way, remember what I said. I had to jump through hoops. I have health issues. I have heart disease. Every day, 90 minutes on my treadmill in the morning. Making sure, as the doctor's orders. Yeah, and yet, next one on the list. Remember, the Hispanic, we don't know. The second Hispanic family is legal or non-legally here. I can't quote it, and I'm not going to call ICE. It's not my job. Manager, of course, knows, but she doesn't want to hear from people. Then you have the final two. Downstairs, apparently one lady's running a whorehouse in a 3-bedroom. One person, supposedly. That's what I hear from the news people. Then you have the last one on building 2. Drugs, alcohol, with kids. Interesting. Yeah, and yet, 3-bedroom, she qualifies because she has the kids. But, is she really on drugs? Well, that's what they say. walking outside, vaping, not going to the smoking area, smoking marijuana, whatever else she can get rub your hands on. Says she's disabled. Well, I can't judge anyone who's disabled. We're going to get to part 2, which is coming up in this same video about fraud, waste, and abuse. Then you have building 2. One building, remember, building 2 has mold, maggots, infestation, possibly bed bugs. I heard that one from 2 people, that 2 units had bed bugs in 2 buildings. Yeah. Which we're supposed to know about. Apparently, that's what I heard from another tenant. Can't confirm or deny it. Then you have the raw sewage, the vomit, the blood, the fecal matter, the urine, the maggots, the bugs, whatever else living in the unit, bothering the other 3 tenants. Tenant above, really taking a hit. Elderly woman, always having cancer, always complains about everything. Has a 2-bedroom by herself. 1 person under population. Lady next door's dealing with it too. She's got a child. Child shouldn't be smelling that type of crap. That's contagious and could cause health issues. Yeah. Finally, the lady next door. Lady shouldn't be doing that either. Yeah. So think about it. You got that. But then again, the manager is accusing the lady who's complaining about the smell, allegedly, that the next door neighbor apparently is a drug dealer and does drugs. And she said, quote unquote, it's not like I'm peeping in everyone's windows looking and seeing you guys do your drugs. Wow, so the manager's admitting there's drug users. But her hands are tied. Wow, makes you think, right? Now, let's go into the second part of the fraud, waste, and abuse. It's irritating the crap out of me. And why I'm doing this video today for you all. And that is these people. Now, I'm going to go back through the whole thing, okay? And I'm not giving names, not giving you things. I'm going to do the whole circle again. But this time, I want you to pay attention. Guy on alcohol, drugs, pot, crack, coke, meth, allegedly. He's getting SSI. Wouldn't you guys think that that's fraud, waste, and abuse on the SSI part? Cut him off. If he's not going to get treatment for his booze or his drugs, off, right? Just cut him off. And I don't mean execute him. I mean just cut him off. Funny. Guy upstairs is on disability, but he works part-time with the Ranger Service. Yeah, the actual federal parks. But yet, he wants full-time. Yet the manager is allowing him to commit fraud, waste, and abuse, and he gets his Social Security check and medical. Wow. Is that fraud, waste, and abuse? Then there's, well, me. You already know about me, so I don't need to go into details. Then you got old lady. Alcoholic, calls CPS, APS, does drugs apparently, is paranoid. Cut her off. You get rid of that problem, you can live comfortably. Just cut her off. You don't call APS and CPS every time and claim. Old lady next door that wanted the minivan violations. Well, free minivan. How many minivans should you have every 2 years? Oh, I'm overweight. I need a new van. There's other people out there that could use the van, but apparently whoever she is. Then you got the other people that don't know anything about, but that's fine because we're all hermits, right? The hoarder, of course, the only thing is hoarding. Is that a crime? No. Having disability, is that a crime? No. You could say, why is she hoarding? Don't know. What is her disability? Completely deaf. Now, so she deserves it. Now, she reads sign language and lips. Then there's the lady, apparently, that has a 3-bedroom, running a whorehouse, apparently. The rumors go, again, disability. You're running a whorehouse and you're on disability. There's a problem if you're an escort, supposedly. Yeah. Followed by the one on drugs and alcohol, doing it in front of her kids and has a 3-bedroom. Now, You tell me. And that entire building, so far, we didn't get to building 2. Should they get rid of the people that committed the fraud, waste, abuse, save the tenancies, and turn around and get rid of anyone who's committing the fraud, waste, abuse, even on Social Security. Now, as everyone knows, from time to time, I like a good beer or a good bourbon. Not an alcoholic. I like video games more. That's why. Because Dinker tells me, don't let it rot my mind. Okay? I like those little cozy farm games. I got into one last night. Anyways. Basically, there you have it. And then when it comes to the final building, the one lady who had all the problems, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years accumulation of blood and all that crap. Let's just say the breathing apparatus problem. That's not affecting the other 3 tenants. That lady was in a 2-bedroom by herself. So they can basically turn around and try to cover that one. But you got the lady upstairs. 1 bedroom? No, 2 bedroom. 1 person. Yeah. She claims that they try to get rid of her, she's going to use the, well, I'm a Jewish woman. Using semantics or whatever you call it. I'm sorry, and by the way, she is, and I'm going to break it into a third part. I think you guys should understand the context of this too, and why I'm saying this. And then you have the lady next door. Mother of 2. Her son's off to war, believe in some Marines. God bless his heart. And she doesn't need to smell it with her 2-year-old. I support her. Lady downstairs, the one that the manager accused of doing drugs and alcohol, she shouldn't be smelling this either. And yet the manager also accuses them of working under the table like the Jewish woman, and as the guy who does the alcohol, crack, coke, and meth in his apartment. Now think about it. Think about it. If this is true, a lot of them should be kicked off of disability. If you're working under the table as a whore, supposedly, allegedly, drug dealer. I mean, this is the stuff I hear. I basically go walk my dog, close the door, lock myself in my place, run my treadmill, play my games. And by the way, again, I have not, quote unquote, had my meal yet from 2 days. So I'm hoping to get this video done. Now, you're asking about part 3. Part 3 is interesting because it has to do with that beloved man who got assassinated, Charlie Kirk. You see, you got Mr. Goon Guy, alcoholic, crack, coke, meth head, who's dancing up a storm, cross-dressing, arming himself, going, yeah. That's not what we need right now. You don't need to take arms up, and you don't need to dance on a guy because you're a left-wing craphead. Not talking about Mr. Kirk here. I'm talking about who believes that it had to be done. Hispanic people? Same thing. Oh, yeah, praise God, praise God. So, Hispanic people are praising him. Me, I'm sitting there neutral. I'm like, look, we don't need this type of rhetoric when someone... Then you got that guy that said, oh, he had it coming. Not mother effer. Now if we get rid of the rest of the righties, we're good. Again, me, neutral. What do? Again, I've gone through this twice already. I'm working on my 3rd round in the New Testament. I'm on Romans 8. Or is it 7? Think about it. And yet, I'm not done. Old lady up there, she's the one that calls and complains about everything. She'd call ICE if she could. Probably did too. 2 illegal people here. She hates illegals. She hates brown people. She hates black people. She hates anyone who doesn't conform to her. To me, I'm open-minded. But to her, she's... Yeah, again, she's like, loves Donald Trump, but doesn't like Mr. Kirk. Again, oh, thank God he's killed. Yeah, right. I don't think thank God. When you thank God, you're basically thanking God for someone who murdered a guy. Next up, the overweight one. Oh yeah, praise Jehovah! Praise Jehovah! Overweight one. No, we don't praise Jehovah. We don't praise Allah. We don't praise Elohim. We don't praise Yahweh. I mean, doesn't anyone see we're hurting here as a nation? And yet, I got to deal with, and I'll get to that. Then you have everyone else in the building, from the hermits to the deaf woman. Oh yeah, praise God, praise God. The Jehovah's Witness. There's 3 in our building. They all praise Jehovah. In the end, the one that's supposed to really vapes and does drugs and stuff, praises Jehovah for it. The whore, apparently, that runs the whorehouse, only one, like me, minded, saying this is going to cause a lot of problems. We didn't need to do this. We are fucked. Maybe, but I'm not a... She doesn't know I'm a registered Republican, okay? Building 2. Again, Jewish woman's praising Yahweh or Elohim for his demise. How many times do we praise something? Yeah. Oh, well, we can't bat an eye because really, let me just tell you, it disgusts me that we don't even know who our family is and who our friends is anymore. Why do you think I stay away? Why do you think I stay away? Why do you think I hunker down? Look at my family. My family didn't even answer me when I said I'm making a video. Maybe like join. We are in a precipice right now. You got too many people clickbaiting, praising that, oh, here was a fascist, Nazi, anti-trans, discriminating piece of crap. Really? That's your opinion. But guess what? Your base is basically making money off it. The right space is posting, making money off it. I'm here to tell you, as a poor person, I don't see but every side making money and basically throwing out the word civil war. Alright, or this is war. Can't we all just basically take a step back and see what the country's doing? They're making money. Hand over fist off of this. Yeah. I mean, I could basically... And yet, the lady that the 2 children, one being in the service, they're like 19, 22 years apart, kid is, and the brother. But guess what? She said he shouldn't have been murdered. This is going to cause more problems than what it's worth. The other Jehovah's Witness, praise the Lord, praise Allah, praise Jim. Then you have, back to Chloe. Chloe even realizes this could cause problems, but she's praising him. Because of her new faith, she's like, oh, well, praise Allah. Really? You don't see me praising Allah or Elohim or Yahweh or Jehovah or my God or Jesus Christ for the death of Charlie Kirk. I think it was tragic. I think we need to take a step back. I think we need to look at the bigger picture. I think people need to sit there and look at a video like this and ask yourself, is this all the world's worried about, is the Charlie Kirks of today? What about the other things that the left is doing that I'm exposing today? The fraud, waste, and abuse. Or is that doesn't matter with you guys? It needs to be exposed. We need to pull ourselves together and expose it. I mean, literally. There's a lot going on. One person said I'm a fraud doomsdayer. Well, guess what? Against my rosy red crippled butt, you've been banned. And I'm actually happy. I see after 2 times, yeah. And the other person's a troll too. So I can see the banned comments on my side. Praise the Lord on that one. So, but anyways, these people are fraud doomsdayer, really. Well, let's talk about doomsday prepping for a minute, because frankly, I'm not a doomsdayer. I'm saying we need to prep for civil war, because apparently people like this banned person here claims that, oh, a fraud doomsdayer. Really? I'm not a fraud doomsdayer when you don't open the dang Bible and read Revelations. Oh, by the way, I got a book right up there. It talks about Revelations in parallel, 4 versions. Let me tell you. That will knock the socks out of you. And let me tell you, that will tell you exactly what you need to know. We could be in the end of days. But I'm not prepping for the end of days. No, I'm prepping just in case. I mean, what happens if tomorrow morning NATO issues Article 5, goes to war, and Putin launches nukes? Then what, huh? You're going to sit there and say, oh, fake doomsdayer! Really? Really? I don't know about you, but I think you guys are full of crap. Yeah. Then there's the other problem we have in this country. You got to prepare for civil war. You got to prepare for possible nuclear war. You got to possibly prepare for World War III. And yet, all you guys want to do is come here and troll because you don't have anything better to do on a Sunday. I could be cooking my meal and relaxing for the rest of the day. Instead, you guys want to come and insult me for whatever the reason. Yes, So basically, the thing is you guys come on my channel and you troll me for whatever reason. Yeah, it could be my adopted brother just trying to have some fun because he's bored, but I don't think he'd go that low, and I don't think moderator Zoe would go that low either, which, by the way. Anyways, the bottom line is, for some of you lovely people out there, this is what we need to focus on. We don't need to focus on war because Charlie Kirk was dead. We need to basically rebuild, make our country better. And we need to look at the big picture. If you guys are sitting here, look. Let me put it this way. I live in a blue state, okay? And yet, there's too much fraud, waste, and abuse. There's people thinking that the state of Washington or the U.S. government is the baby's daddy. Really, the baby's daddy. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. And yet, I was going to take this, but I realized I need to wait. Took some ibuprofen. So, yeah. And yet they say, oh, I need my government phone. Really? So you can't go out and buy a $20 Boost flip phone and then pay $25 a month. You need Uncle Sam to pay for it. I'm already looking at buying a backup Boost phone, and that's only $20 a month, or $25 a month, and $20 for the phone. Or a consumer cellular, which is $50 for the phone and $20 a month. So you tell me, am I doing it right? Yes. So people need to realize, as a prepper, you can do the same damn thing. You can basically save $20 billion a year by getting rid of the phone service. Literally. But these people don't want to hear it. They think they're entitled to a phone. Just like a lot of these people say, oh, well, I'm exempt on food stamps because I'm too disabled. And that's another thing, People need to basically, oh, well, I'm 60 years old and I need disability. Thing is there's a lot of things out there. I'm not saying people don't deserve it. I'm just saying, look at yesterday's video where I said there's a lot of people that want... look at what's going around Blue Sky today. I'm on Blue Sky, okay, and this disgusts me. I'm trying to confirm it, okay? But apparently some guy on Fox News said, quote, unquote, that the homeless population needs to be, what is it called? Involuntary euthanized by lethal injection. Really? So you think we should have... 10 million? Why don't we just illegally euthanize every illegal while we're at it, since basically you guys came up with it, supposedly? Do you see where we're going? Can't we just pull back and say that was a stupid remark at the time? I was angry because... literally euthanizing homeless? Oh, they're worthless eaters. One of my moderators once said that the federal government doesn't like us because we are worthless eaters. Yesterday, moderator Trent Biggs basically said, or Biggs I think it is, said, you can't trust the government. Well, no, maybe. I don't know. You see, I don't know these things. All I'm saying is I come here to tell you that there's two problems in our country. Two. You got the blue states trying to cover up their fraud, waste, and abuse. Well, the red states are getting rid of it. And yet the blue states are like, oh, well, we have the... Yeah, literally. If the federal government cut the subsidy for this building, apparently the state of Washington would pick up the tab. So, not only does the taxpayers pick up the tab here, but the same crap would continue. Yeah, think about it. So, this building is dual subsidized. So, basically, it's like the federal government pays... full subsidy, and then the state pays full subsidy. So they're double dipping, apparently. And this is a democratic program where they're like, oh, look what we can do. So you tell me again, is that fraud, waste, and abuse? I don't know. But in my opinion, there's a lot of fraud, waste, and abuse out there. And yet, you have these people turning around and, yeah. And this is what I worry about. When hubby was alive, he was worried about this too. It's going down the toilet fast. See, I also want to say these people are pretty damn funny, you know, because of it. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you all, you know. Just, I'm happy the comments were deleted because they were trolls, literally. These people want to sit there and be trolls. Yeah, go ahead. Fortunately, I'm not going to be tolerating these trolls. I'm here to tell you that I'm tired and pissed off that the freaking people in the fraud, waste, and abuse department of the government can't hold or toe the line when it comes to these things. Yeah. I mean, literally, I'm sitting here, I'm really hungry, but I had to come on here and tell you this is what I see right now. Not to mention, other buildings that we're under subsidized are doing the same. One building apparently where Chloe can move in, 3/4 of the tenants are drug users or drug dealers, allegedly. Think about it. And yet they can't do jack diddly poop. Yeah. Oh, their hands are tied. Really? So apparently, isn't that completely amazing? Yeah. I asked the manager a question last night. Blew me off. Didn't care. Neighbor said, well, that's fine because I'm going to go straight for the board. I said, the board? She says, yeah, I'm going straight for complaints. I'm filing complaints after complaints starting Monday morning. Good for you. At least someone's doing something, right? Because frankly, I'm not getting involved because every time I try to do something, I'm the one that's being targeted because I'm different. I mean, I asked for a transfer the other day. I was told, 10-year wait. Yeah, but you move. Oh, that's before the manager changes the rules to suit her needs, not the tenant's needs. You ask for a copy of the lease. Oh, can't give it because it's too much paper and we'd have to print it out, and we don't want to pay for toner, and we don't want to pay for ink carts, and we don't want to pay for inkjet carts, and we don't want to pay. Yeah. So tell me. And now we don't have a repairman, apparently. Go figure. Go frickin' figure. And yet, all this, I don't know what to make of it. You got half the building basically committing fraud, waste, and abuse on their apartments for underpopulation. You got the other half committing it, or the same half committing it for Social Security and Medicaid fraud and food stamp fraud, and I'm sitting in the middle going, yeah, then you got a manager who's like, telling the neighbor last night, I'm trying to say, or, well, the other day, I think it was Friday, I'm trying to save your guys' house, and you're not appreciative. Well, maybe if you told us what's going on, which, hypothetically, the only thing I'm getting is little bits of information from 3 tenants. Otherwise, I'm holed up here. And I wanted to do something today, but you guys got the whole ordeal. So it's pissing me off that we're paying for what? You want to blame the repubs? Oh, let's blame the repubs. That's their program. No. Blame it on the Democrats. They found a way to screw over the people. And now their plans are coming to an end. I mean, think about it. They want to have leverage. Oh, we'll shut down the government because we can't have a dictator, a Nazi, and a fascist. Who's the frickin' evil one for saying, we'll blame it all on the Trumpers, and look, I told my adopted brother the other day, he's like, oh, are you scared? You better be scared because frankly, we're getting bitch slapped enough, we're going to take care of it. Thing is, he should be scared too, is the only point, because he's disabled. What if they turn around and cut off Social Security and start bitch slapping him because he's disabled and he's not part of their crew, in their opinion? I mean, think about it. Point is you got to ask yourself, how much more do you got to understand that what's coming down the pipe is not good? I mean, literally, it is not good. I mean, I wake up every morning. I pray every morning. This morning I decided it's Sunday. I better get on and do the weekly thing. Did the guy deserve to be shot? No. Did the news came out that, oh, well, all trannies or intersex hermaphrodites are all going to be killed if they turned out that, that it was a tranny killer? No. Let me tell you what I thought was the sickest part of this whole ordeal. I'm a minister of God. I'm neutral, okay? I don't support violence. I don't support picking up guns. I don't support Armageddon. I say prep for all this stuff. But what if I told you, good coffee, by the way. What if I told you that all the news turns around and they post all this stuff about Charlie Kirk, bless Charlie Kirk's heart. If they don't post about the speaker emeritus in Minnesota that got plugged by a radical Trumper, apparently. I haven't confirmed that either, but I'm just saying, this is the thing. It's like, dude, are you saying that these radical Trumpers are really left-wingers that's pretending to be Trumpers, that's assassinating people? If that's the case, I'd like to see the numbers. Because that would basically really, open people's eyes. And that's the thing. You only have it on certain news media. I mean, literally. This morning I saw a thing of a transgendered woman dating this guy. Now, I'm not going to go and belittle the trans community, okay? But I do want to give my opinion on the trans community. Because, frankly, you guys got to understand the context before you sit there and try to use things against me in the trans community part. You see, the trans community and we don't get along. You see, in my opinion, and I love all people, a lot of them are having sex changes because they can't get laid as men. That's number one. Two is they're tired of taking care of women and giving chocolates and stuff, so they want to be taken care of. Three, they do it for attention. Oh, look at me, I'm a woman now. Woo, yeah, look at me. Woo, I'm a woman. Four, they deceive men. And the men are tired of sticking their male hanging, into a man-made, So I'm not here to belittle the trans community, but the thing is when you deceive, this is where the Republicans are saying enough's enough and we don't want this on their thing. They're also indoctrinating children. And a lot of them say, oh, well, if we don't get them at a young... Yeah, the young age is only because they need to basically look passable. So they can basically say, yeah. And yet, if I was going to pass a bill, okay, I would pass a bill that states that any man or woman who wants to get married has to have a DNA test, a chromosome test, to tell us what they're marrying. Is it that simple? Oh, well, that's a violation. I can't let the man know that they're marrying a former man. Come on, man. That's deception, okay? And this is where the woke movement is getting slaughtered. You're sitting there and you're ramming it down other people's throats. If you just came out and said, I'm trans, let's have a beer, they may say okay. But the thing is, they're not interested in a man-made... literally, people think... look at it from another point of view. Thing is, this is why I am a damn Republican. I'm not belittling the trans community. They hate me because I speak the truth. They hate me because, at least with me, I have so many locks, I got great boobs, guys want to jerk off to me, woo, yeah, look at me. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here with, 718 subscribers telling the truth. I would love to get my channel up there. I would love to expand it. But there's people out there that say, oh, I'm anti-homophobic. I'm anti-trans. I'm a redneck goon. No. My opinion is there's things out there. Literally, there's things out there. Let me tell you a story about video games from this. One of my favorite hobbies. Some games have same-sex marriage in it. People are throwing a fit. And the game companies are like, with their finger going, fuck you. Thing is, it's fine and dandy for some if you want to do same-sex marriage. But a lot of people are like, we're not buying these games then. We won't support this platform. We won't. The thing is, I mean, I don't mind it if you're 18 years old playing a game and, make it 18 if it's got same-sex marriage in it. But the thing is these people are turning around and literally throwing a fit. I mean, look, yeah, because we're being, literally, let me put it to you this way. A lot of people are tired of waking up. Let me tell you why my family moved from a blue state to a red state. They got tired of paying for other people's sex changes in that state. They got tired of paying a homeless population. They got tired of paying their property taxes going through the roof to pay for these programs they didn't support. They got tired of being turned around and being like, oh, you own kayaks, you own river kayaks, sea kayaks, this, that, and the other. You have to have these licenses to go on the water. Oh, you have a travel trailer? Oh, you got to pay a special travel trailer thing and this fee and that fee. And they got tired of it. They're like, this ain't, and they got tired of the state's income tax. But I love my family dearly, okay? The thing is, this ain't about, me. This is about the country and where we're headed. And I'm sick and tired of people sitting there messaging, oh, well, if it wasn't for people like you, we wouldn't have this problem. That's funny because people like me, I have a lot of problems, but I keep them to myself. And today I'm letting it out. Why? Because I'm like you, a Republican, pissed off super bitch, angry as hell that a guy gets assassinated. The president wants to blame the left. The president wants to blame trans people. The president. The thing is, let's get to the facts before you sit there and wave a wand and say, "Oh, it's a trans person." I mean, literally. I hear nothing but negativity from both sides. Okay, can't we just pull the negativity aside and analyze what's in your heart? Look at my family. My stepfather, my father. Oh. Negative guy in the world. Literally. Thinks anyone who voted for a dictator should be pulled out and plugged. I'm sorry, but that's not a Christian minister. Or an anvil should fall on someone's head from above with the coyote dropping it. Meep, meep. That is not the violence we need. We don't need to have people basically dragging out and basically saying it's open season on Democrats and transgendered people, gays, lesbians, and bis because, they're corrupting our people. Let me tell you what's corrupting our people. The mainstream media. It's rotting people's brains. You see me going around, I have my notifications completely turned off because I don't want to see it. I don't want to turn on the news and be like, something. Let me put it to you this way. I saw a video today. Again, hurts me to no end. And that video was saying, what happens if President Trump dies? Natural causes, in office, Vance takes over. Who knows, right? A lot of people will be partying around the country, around the world. That would cause civil war because of the maggots. Really, this is from a left-wing thing. Why do you think I watch it? I think it's funny listening to people say, is this what our country is coming to? Literally, I'm tired of getting up in the morning, praying, and then jumping on my treadmill, watching news where people are talking about, sorry guys, you can't have this, sorry guys, you can't have that, sorry this, sorry that, or what is it, Erica Kirk, they're all talking about how she says you've opened up the thing, like the can of worms. Maybe. Thing is, it's not my choice opening up the can of worms. I didn't do it. But I don't want people blaming the left either. Both parties, remember, I told you guys this time and time again by moderator Pee-wee's and we used to talk, that both parties are useless. Think about it. You get a Democrat in the White House, or you get a Democratic House and Senate, they're going to reverse the big, beautiful bill. the crappy bill, that people call it, or the big shitty bill, they're going to turn around and try to impeach Trump again. That's their goal. Now, right now, they're like, oh, let's shut down the government. Let's see how long we can shut it down for until the Republicans bend to our will. Is that all the frickin' leverage you have? Meanwhile, what happens if the government shuts down? Let's see. Airports. There's going to be a lot of pissed off TSA people not getting paid. Federal workers not getting paid. All this stuff not getting paid. And yet, who's going to bear the brunt of it? I mean, literally, I hear people say, oh, well, the Republicans, they don't mind eating a dirt sandwich to have higher tariffs. Really? Let me tell you, I price out everything I need for a month, and I watch the pricing month to month. It hasn't moved that much, so I don't know where you guys are getting your high pricing, but to me, it's starting to piss me off to no end. Literally. I mean, I go to Costco. What do I get? $20 Canadian whiskey in a half gallon. $20 plus $6.60 sales tax for the state. By the way, isn't that kind of high for a half gallon? You think so? I mean, literally, they're charging like 20.6% for that liquor. And Costco's got so much on to hand, they make their own, so they could be losing money. But you get the idea, right? Yeah. So, point is the American people turn around and they're pissed. They're literally pissed. They're pissed off because this is what they're getting fed. They're spoon-fed this. Economy's going down the toilet. Oh, well, we need... Or, again, like right now they're talking about the Democrats are basically saying that the Republicans are changing the laws and rules and the narratives to fit the white man. I mean, literally. And then they say things like the economy's collapsing. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Sorry, I'm doing a couple pricings here real quick. I got to price a couple things out. But my point is while I'm here, I might as well just get my pricing done. I haven't done it today. And literally, the buy it now I do. Toilet paper's on sale. It's been on sale for a while. People say, oh, I can't buy toilet paper. Really? I got a lot of toilet paper. So you think I'm complaining? No. But then again, you think anyone is complaining? No. You think anyone else is going to complain? No. And then you got these people complaining about other issues. And to me, it's like, when is enough enough? Literally, when can we just come together as people and say enough's enough? Literally. What upset me the most is my family turns around and they're like, oh, a guy with the Bible got assassinated. I've never seen anything. I've been searching for a while on that. But on the other argument side of things, I'm mourning with the rest of you because this shouldn't have happened. But then again, some plugged me, everyone would be probably happy as hell because, well, it's one less idiot in the world. My family, I don't think, would care. Sorry if you guys are watching this and you email me and say, hey, that's not true. The point is there's people out there that is, but anyway, the bottom line is I just want to throw that out there for fun. So, because, I love all of you and I think it's funny. But, the point is the American people are entitled to know the truth. That's the thing. Literally, are we going to know the truth? Or are we going to be not knowing the truth? Literally. Look at today, okay? A lot of you guys literally didn't know what's going on in my world of the fraud, waste, and abuse and all this crap that I'm seeing. Literally. Why do you think I came out today and talk about it? Well, I'm starving for food because, frankly, the point is I wanted to get it out there for you all to know that the American people need to know this is what the left's doing. Yeah, it's not the right. The right's basically wanting to crush it, tamp it down. But the left, they want to bury all this. Literally. When the right-wing media says, oh, these evil bastards assassinated Charlie Kirk, that is just the tip of the iceberg, people. You need to go all the way back. Look, they're claiming the repubs apparently assassinated JFK. We'll never know. But I'm here to say, with love for you all, because I love all of you, that when's enough. When is enough is enough. Hold on. When is enough is enough. I mean, think about it. What would you guys do in a situation? Yeah, what would you do in this situation? Yeah. I'll tell you. It has to stop. We shouldn't be basically basing on things. We have to have I'm sorry to say, okay, I hear from both sides the election was stolen and this was done and that was done. I don't care, okay? What I care about is if you want a fair election, go into the ballot box fairly. But, I hear all these people saying, oh, they gerrymandered and we cannot win, so we need to gerrymander. Really? Maybe if the people would put that into context for me, I can understand why they're doing this. But if they're just sitting there saying they're gerrymandering the win because this is the only way they can win, I mean, literally, both sides are fighting, saying, they're talking about. A lot of people out there, need to realize that there's a clickbait. And until we get all the information analyzed, there's nothing we can do. I mean, literally, we have to wait. But then there's all these hilljacks wanting civil war. And I say hilljacks lovingly because, I mean, literally, we need to calm down and wait to see how this plays out. We can't just turn around and say we're causing war because this is what we want. Negative. That's what I wanted to share with you. That we have to wait and see how it plays out. I don't want war. I don't want violence. What I want is the truth to come out. And right now, the truth isn't coming out. You're getting everyone burying it, and you have to sift through it. I mean, look around. I was watching a show the other day. A couple Republicans. They made their points, and they were literally like right on the wire, right? But then I had to hear about sponsors like Ground News. Really? So how many people use Ground News? I mean, literally, it's like the thing is they're trying to make a living this way, and to me, it is downright wrong. Yeah, downright wrong, people. And then I hear things like, I mean, let me put it this way, okay? I hear a lot of different things I don't want to talk about, okay? Talking about things like threats, okay? And we're not talking just little threats, where I live, because, it's a Democratic-controlled apartment complex where the Democrats look the other way for alcoholics, which one lady claims I'm a fake doomsday prepper alcoholic, which I'm not. 2, drug addicts. Pot, meth, crack, coke, heroin. Now, guess what? Democrats look the other way. Oh, they have a problem. Let's just keep them on their drugs and let them have their Social Security and SSI because that's their disability. Really, in my opinion, if you're on drugs, cut them off. Just throw them onto the streets, and then you can round them up, put them in the institution, and clean them up. Because frankly, point is the American people shouldn't be supporting drug users in this day and age for people. I mean, literally. I'm surprised the Fox people who said killed the homeless people with legal, mandatory, what do you call it? Involuntary euthanization or lethal injection. Okay, well, why not do involuntary lethal injection to all the drug users? I mean, literally. I mean, look around. That would mean, I know a lot of people on pot, okay? That would mean pot users would be able to kill. But you get the point. You see, the point is, these people sit there and say, oh, well, it's not a bad drug, pot, but you support it. Yeah, and then the Democrats hide the fact that they're allowing pot users to smoke in a federally subsidized building, which, quote unquote, apparently, is federally subsidized. And then they sit there and say, oh, we didn't see anything. Really? But other people are smelling it. Last night I walked out and it was freaking wafting through the wind. I'm almost throwing up because it's the worst skunk weed in the world. They're like, man, we can't get rid of it. Oh, yeah, this is great. And then staggers around, pisses around. One of the neighbors said he pissed on the damn walls of places. He staggered around one night, and apparently there's some basement units. Well, apparently this one lady said her area smelled like urine the next morning. And it's just like, oh, wow, my hands are tied. So, guy staggers around with open beer, drinks it, had vodka cocktails, and then pisses somewhere in one of the other people's downstairs areas because he's pissed. Yeah, same guy who basically wants to target and attack Republicans. If you're a Republican, you're on my target list. Really? That's great to know. Why do you think I stay in my home with my door locked? And going only out to walk the dogs. Then I run the treadmill. Then I buy my groceries and I bring my groceries in. Think about it. You think, my adopted brother goes, oh, are you scared? You're damn right I'm scared. Because all you people sit there and you think I'm not scared? I'm scared because I see what's going on in the illegal fraud, waste, and abuse. And yet, nothing is done. This is the thing. My stepbrother doesn't realize that. He sits there and says, oh, well, boo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I gotta go through boo-hoo-hoo-hoo, another level of boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yet, he doesn't realize that this building's probably got $15 million wasted over 30 years of fraud, waste, and abuse. Yeah, books are probably being cooked. Again. And yet, you get the point. There is a turning point for Charlie Kirk's murder. We just gotta wait and see. But not to blame the transgendered people that he's dating, because we don't know. And he was on the dark web. Really? I've heard the dark web's pretty scary, but then again, no one knows. That's the thing. I do not want to even look at the dark web, because my husband used to say the government would come after you if you go to the dark web. Yet, apparently, it's illegal to download the dark web, or the Onion Tor, the Onion router, or whatever it's called. Surprised my adopted brother hasn't ever used the dark web. He probably has. He just doesn't want to admit it. Yeah, stepbrother. But yeah, you get the point, people. I love you all. You mean the world to me. And yet, now you know what I'm going through without, you're really. I got someone who says I'm an alcoholic. Wrong. Maybe they should basically look around and say, someone who's viewing things. Yeah, it said they just want to troll me. Yeah, think about it. I come here to tell you my opinions today on a Sunday because I have nothing better to do. Now I'm going to go and make some food. I'm hungry. So think about it, people. Think about this before I leave. I love all of you. I want you all to remember that we're all in this together. Now, whether you dislike my opinions is your opinions, but I think you and I can come to an understanding, I hope, that what we're fighting here is not just the assassination of Charlie Kirk, but the Democrats' fraud, waste, and abuse throughout the country. If they can turn around and allow people like craphead to make threats against city employees, state employees, including judges, federal employees, we don't have to go there, but you get the point, and they look the other way for armed thugs who's alcoholics and drug users, then our country ain't safe with these radical left, drunken, drug addict people. Who's the threats? I'm going to tell you one other thing out of love. Okay? And then I'm going to go make something to eat, so pay attention. Because I've been doing this for 79 minutes. Is the American people need to realize that I'm just a person. Just like you. But you don't see me turning around and being like, oh yeah, let's blame the Repub's fault for Charlie Kirk's death. No. I'm saying let's get the facts. However, you want to blame someone? Look around. Look how much blame I get just for here. I got a bunny. Neighbors complain, Rita's place stinks. Then I use a lot of window cleaner, and I use a lot of floor cleaner, and I use a lot of multi-purpose cleaner. What do I do? Manager tell me I can't use it. So I put that in writing. She says you can use whatever you want. See, point is, she's trying to cater to a craphead who's complaining because of it. They want to blame me for it. I go outside, I walk the dog, I come in, I put the stuff away. Who gets the blame? Not the alcoholic craphead son of a biscuit, left-wing armed goonie, I'm going to call him Goonie, who turns around and wants to blame. Yeah, well, the other day at a sheriff welfare, he kept going on and on and on, and then the neighbor turned around and told me to get inside because he wanted to kick my door in, apparently. Why? Because apparently he's pissed off that I told the truth. Welfare check. He thought, oh, they're doing it because this. See, these people around the building, they'll turn around, people. And this is why I keep my political affiliation secret. They turn around. Even my cousin Dinky doesn't know this. Or sister Teddy or Corey, my cousin. Or my aunt. Or the family that I have that I love. They turn around. And even moderator Zoe knows this. With the bottom of her heart, she knows this. I'm the one that's always getting the blame. Oh, blame the weirdo. Oh, that's the weirdo's fault. Yeah, the weirdo did this. Really? No, I'm not taking the blame for it. Matter of fact, I came on YouTube today to tell you I'm not going to stand by quietly while they decide to dance on Charlie Kirk's grave. Every one of these people in this building should be either kicked off of subsidy. I mean, he didn't need to die. I told Chloe when he died, we're in a world of shit kicking hurt. And that's because, of this. And all she was worried about is, oh, there shouldn't be a Muslim and it can't be a transgender person. That's all she cares about is her being a real woman. I'm worried about the freaking country. She's worried about her supposed future nuts cut off surgery. No offense to Chloe if she's watching this. Point is, I love all people, all right? My point is I'm here today to tell you that we cannot live in fear, and we should not be allowing companies to have federal subsidies to turn around and literally violate federal law. Manager's already supposedly moving in 2 people illegally, bumping people up the list because she can. Is that against the law? Yes, it is. But guess what? The manager doesn't give a crap. All she says, I'm trying to save her housing. Really? But you're allowing a drug addict to live here who threatens government officials. By the way, rumor has it, and I can't confirm or deny this, that I'm just saying rumor, that it has been reported. Now, I don't know what's going on, but if the government's watching this, maybe you should look into why you haven't looked into this thoroughly, because frankly it's pissing me off that we have a government that's more interested and worried about investigating why Charlie Kirk's dead, which we are entitled to know why he's dead. We know why. A goon killed him. But at the same time, if we want to prevent future acts like craphead, then we need to do some. All these people, half of them or more, wanting civil war against Republicans. The other half want to con and screw over people by keeping their apartment, which they don't qualify. And the other half is on drugs and alcohol now I'm saying more drugs than alcohol, and working 3 to 12 jobs under the table while being on SSI. And yet, your Democratic colleagues look the other damn way. So, let me ask you a question here. Do you want it to continue? Because I surely am angry as hell. My cousin Dinky doesn't know what's going on. This has started when things aren't getting done. I mean, look at it from this point of view. Yeah. Repairman leaves. Retires. His daughter's still here. All of a sudden, the helpers that she wanted to help, allegedly, hearsay, that's her daughters. The management company said no. So they fired the repair guy. Now she's got no repair guy. The owner doesn't want to put money into anything. Then we got a broken down fence with caution tape going for about 300 feet up the hill. And people are complaining about it. That's just the tip of the iceberg. They're complaining about the broken 3 cars that are broken. I mean, how would you feel if you lived in a place where there's 3 junker cars and the manager says, oh, well, my hands are tied? No, you know what the truth is? The manager can't frickin' turn around and tow them because it come out of her pocket. You could just sit there and say, bill the owner for it. That's what it says right there. Tow at owner's expense. Just call them in. Say, I want to tow this one, and this one. Drop it and get it towed. I mean, literally, anyone could go, apparently, and this is just something allegedly, could go in as a Republican, pretend to be the apartment manager here by using a disposable phone to have those 3 cars towed within 24 hours. But no, my hands are tied. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I'm not going to play the manager. But you guys get the idea. I mean, it could be done. I mean, literally. But the manager turns around and says, oh, we're waiting for 3 bids for the fence. We're waiting for 3 bids for the rotting apartment that the neighbors in building 1's got to smell. And yet, isn't that considered a delay tactic? Yes, it is. But guess what? No one cares. That's the thing. They only care about lining their own damn pockets with gold and making everyone else suffer. And I mean, I could go on and on and on about the fraud in the medical, but I mean, I'm tired. I'm hungry. You guys got to let me eat because you get the idea. But I want to hear from you in the comments after I leave this video. What do you make of it? Is it fraud, waste, and abuse? Or do you think we should allow drug addicts, drug users, pot users, meth, crack, coke, heroin users to live in a place, 1 person, 3 bedroom, 1 person in a 2 bedroom, 1 person in another 3 bedroom, 6 people in 2 bedrooms? Or a person getting a free van every 2 years because, oh, well, you know, if they try doing it, I'm going to sue them because my religious freedom is at stake. Really? So if I was Mormon wearing the magical underwear, hypothetically, then my religious freedom should be used. You shouldn't be using the religious card every time. Chloe wants to use that card herself right now, being a Muslim. But you know what? Everyone's catering to her Muslim needs. That tells you right there. Me? I'm tired of catering to people when I can't even get a meal in because I get frickin' people messaging me, oh, yeah, did you hear about this? Yes, I did, and I don't care. When will it end? Plain and simple. It will end when it ends. Plain and simple. You see where we're going with this? Yeah. So, that's what I wanted to say. Everyone needs to take a chill pill and think before you sit there and take up the left side's cause, right side's cause, or neutral. I'm neutral. But do you think I'm going to stand around and allow fraud, waste, and abuse to continue? My family left a blue state because of fraud, waste, and abuse. I'm seeing it more and more every damn day. Yeah. Chloe's mom, she's basically claiming she's a Democrat, but she's really a Republican in Democratic clothing. Yeah, I'll tell you that right now. She does that to please people. Yeah, I met Chloe's mom recently. It wasn't a good outing. We won't go there. But with that said, everyone, we'll continue this maybe next week. I'd like to see you guys comment at least. Now, I know Dinker and Corey, a.k.a. Core Bob, and Chloe, and some of the other people that are my moderators will tell me to go get something to eat. I'm going to. That said, everyone, peace. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback. Just hit the like, subscribe button. Hold some fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, your service bunnies. Hit the bell notification, thumbs up button, subscribe button. Keep the comments nice.